Test, test. All right. Hello, everybody. It is I, Granorite, and here we are back with another episode of Let's Play Pokemon Emerald with our Gen 3 type challenge of Water type. We are ready at the beginning of this episode to make our way up to, well, hello. Why is that doing that now? Yeah, that's right. Interesting. I will have to look at that later. Well, I guess we're not speeding up anything today. That's so weird. I guess I could change the hotkey for it. Let's do just alt instead. No. Okay, well, I'm just gonna put that one there. Let's do not control plus. Oh my goodness, come on. See if that works. Okay. Is there a way I can change it to something else that's a little easier to press? Alright. I'm just trying to get up here. Jeez. Everything on my computer just changed overnight. Alright. First chick has got the Nummel. This is where we get all of Surskit's experience. Now, we're not going to get return for anybody on this team, I don't believe. No, we are not. Good to know. We'll swap Lanturn up. Alright, so the goal for the beginning part of this episode, of course, is to get up to 29. Swap Surskit back up. This is where Surskit gets all of its experience coming up. And we're going to tell it not to evolve a few times. Zubat. Let's go to Shellder. That's not my speed up key, is it? Now, why is that not? Well, now we're back to it being on my space bar and it's not doing anything. That's weird. Poochyena will go to Barboach. It really doesn't matter who Poochyena goes to. It's one of those, like, you get so used to something and then it changes and can't reorient your mind around to it. There we go. No. Gotta stay a Surskit. Alright, we're gonna let Lanturn take on the Mightyena that we start in this fight with. Spark! Good damage. And we're faster than it, so that's good. Zubat's next, we just keep Lanturn out. Very nice. Camerupt. Let's go to Mantine. So I think Mantine's got our strongest water attack for the upcoming gym, with its 63 special attack and Bubble Beam. Lanturn has higher special attack, but it doesn't have a better water move. We have to take that into account as well. Swap Shellder up. Alright, so Surskit still got quite a bit of experience that it needs, like 60-something. To 52. 52 more EVs for Surskit. Very nice. Let's do this fight first. Oddish will go to Surskit, hopefully. Well, that's not good. Let's swap over to Mantine. And then for Swablu, we'll go to Lanturn, so we don't take more poison damage. Alright, let's drop a Pecha Berry here and a Chesto Berry here. Swap up Mantine. We do have Ice Beam on Mantine now. I forgot that. Excellent. $44 remaining. And Surskit's getting close to being done EV training. It's the one that needs the most experience right now, just because we haven't used it much, because we got everybody else that was close to being done EV training, EV trained first. Up us to 40. Bubbly Beam. I'm just want to go get in the gym and take on those trainers. Alright. Alright, let's swap you two around. Nice. 36. At least Surskit will be done before we face Flannery, no matter what, because we'll have to do some grass training otherwise. What are we at? 8? 28 more? 24 more? No, Surskit. Be nice once we can get the Everstone back on it. Nice. All right. 20. There should be 2 more fights in here we can do with Surskit. Or we want to do with Surskit. 16. 12. And then the rest we'll get outside of here. Let's do Lanturn against this Metatite. Alright, so 12 more on Surskit. And we want to go get Return. I think we could teach Return to Surskit and place a quick attack, and that'll give it at least a decent attack. In place of that, get the Chicken Nuggy. So 3 more fights with Surskit that give special attacks. So we'll go step to 8. Four. And done. Alright, let's smash that Everstone back on it. Alright, now we just need to get up to 29 like everybody else. So we're just fighting these low-level pokes right now because we need to go over here anyways to get Return. But then we'll do the rest of our leveling up on the Jagged Pass. Alright, we're not going to be keeping Return, but like I said, it's going to give us something much better than Quick Attack. Speed is the one stat that Surskit doesn't need. So we don't need a priority attack to hit first. All right. Let's just get that 29 on everybody. It's going to take just a little bit. Now, with Barboach, we're going to do a little something with it, where we're going to hold off one level to evolve. So Barboach evolves at level 30, but if we hold it off to 31, we learn Earthquake super early and can have it on our Whiscash, like right from the get-go, which is awesome. So I think we're going to do that. Well, that is not what I wanted to use. Thank you. Alright, 2 down, 3 to go. You wanna fix yourself? Why's my game thing Lanturns up front? Thank you. Alright, let's keep it going up to 29. So everybody is done being EV trained at this point. Which is great. We always like whenever we're fully EV trained. Alright, Shellder. Well, that didn't do like anything. Come on, Shellder, you can do it. Doesn't help that we have to use 2 to take down anything here, it seems. Alright, now we'll go heal. Well, that hurt, didn't it? Did I do it? Yes. Excellent. Whoop, not secret power. Swap you up. The big issue with Shellder using Aurora Beam is we don't get stab yet. We have to evolve to get the ice stab for Shellder. So it's just using Aurora Beam. And we don't have a water move that damages on it yet. But we will soon. One more. Excellent. I think we are ready to go take on Flannery. And I think we're just going to keep Mantine up. I guess we could use Surskit. Let's use Surskit at the beginning. Surskit does have 61 special attack and a bubble beam. And it's fast. Bubble beam. Nice. Yeah, it's not going to be doing much less damage than Mantine, all things considered. Let's go to said Mantine for this. Oh, I should have went to Barboach here. Ah, it doesn't matter. Very nice. Alright, let's see if Surskit can take out this Camelrupt. Nice. That's exactly what we wanted to see. Okay, so Torkoal. Torkoal's probably going to put up the sun. We should start with Mantine, I think. The only problem with using Mantine is Mantine can be attracted by it. But we deal the most damage with Mantine. Now, if I can hit through this, it goes down. Nice. easy fight. Alright. Let's get this go-go goggles. Heal up. And then let's go to the desert. Oh, actually, no, let's go up the jagged path first. So I don't think we'll get the team all the way up to 31 before we get to Norman. Remember, there's so little fights in between Flannery and Norman. There's a lot of gyms where it feels like there's not a lot of fights between them. Bubbly beam. I don't know if Shellder is fast enough to hit this Shroomish, but we'll try, I guess. We are faster. Interesting. Very good. Oh, I think we want to get Toxic for Shellder, don't we? We do. So we'll get that as we go by. Since we now can use Strength outside of battle. Meta type makes us waste 2 turns. There we go. Good fake out. All right. So even with the 110 power, that return did like no damage to Meryl. Well, that's not ideal onto Surskit. Alright. We'll get Surskit up to level 30 first. Heal up before we go into the desert. We could just keep Surskit up until it gets to 31. I don't think so. We'll get everybody else up too. Keep everybody even. This is a good place to level up Surskit, so it's hard for me to surmise if that's the right thing to do. Go to Barboach so we don't take the residual damage from the Sandstorm. Since it's ground type, it's fine. The Sandstorm rages. Oh, don't do that. Aurora Beam. And then we'll go to Barboach for the Sand Shrew. Very nice. Come on, Camper Bow. So I'm not sure if we'll get our evolution into Whiscash this episode, if we're going to hold it off to 31. We might. We'll just have to see. Spray a repel. More fights remaining. Oh, we missed. Oh, and I didn't go get Toxic. We need to do that. Darn it. Oh, there we got it. So things were not going good there. All right. We'll spray another repel. Might as well pick up the Stardust. Nice. Almost got it. Alright, now the Meryl's gotta go. That roll out a little high now. Oh, and of course Shellder misses. Very nice. Last fight, we'll start Lanturn in it because it's against a flying Pokemon. we'll go to Mantine here for the Nuzleaf. Alright, take a fake out, another little bit of chip damage. Almost got the level up. Alright, Toxic. So close. We'll hold off just a little bit to teach Toxic because I want to go get a couple hidden powers here next. We'll just teach them all at the same time. Nice. Don't need the Macho Brace anymore. Don't need the Energy Powder, or the Nugget, or the Stardust. Almost got through without crashing. All right. Set up the spike on the Kecleon. Turn it to water type and then use an electric attack on it. Alright, let's just use Barboach in this next fight. Excellent. Eight's a pretty good magnitude. Start with a Skitty. So we will definitely not get the team up to 31 before we take on Norman. Everyone will be at 30, though. Alright, let me double check that this is the case with Barboach. Okay. So if we wait one turn, one more level, we will learn Earthquake and then evolve. One level, Barboach. Alright, gets us the Hardstone. Let's swap Lanturn up. Let's go buy some hidden powers. Let's also buy a secret power. Well, no, because we're about to learn Surf or whatever. So let's do hidden power on... who are we doing it on? We're doing it on Shellder. In place of... it doesn't matter, we're going to get rid of both of these. So we'll do it on Supersonic. So it has hidden power Dragon. And then we'll do Toxic on Shellder. In place of Tackle. And then we'll do hidden power on Mantine, and it's got hidden power Electric. And we'll do that in place of Supersonic. Alright. Back to Petalburg. Take on the Swellow first. Very nice. Alright, then we're gonna let Lanturn also take on this Delcatty. Very nice. That's our level 30 across the board. Let's see if Shellder can take on this Wigglytuff. Got the Toxic on it. Now we're gonna Aurora Beam. Goodness, the damage. Alright, so they're gonna Hyper Potion it. We're just gonna keep doing what we're doing. Oh, I think it goes down. I think the Toxic is up enough now that it just drops it the rest of the way. Excellent. Alright, let's do Barboach. I know we're kind of skirting around the Spinda, but we'll get it. 8's a good magnitude number. Ouch! Ouch! Good job, Surskit, because you're fast. That Zangoose hurt after that one Swords Dance. Oh, we got the confusion. And it's going to get the Focus Punch. Come on! Why is our luck so bad? I just want Barboach to knock out a Pokemon. We had to get past the confusion one time. Both times, hit ourselves in the face, gets the Focus Punch off, and then we take ourselves out. I mean, the bad luck. It just goes in the way of the AI all the time. That's what we were banking on it doing, was a counter. The bigger issue is that it just... Barboach just doesn't have a lot of defenses. Good speed drop. Alright. Norman fight is next. What do I even have in here berry-wise? We'll give the Oranberry to you. We'll give a Chesto Berry here, and then I'm also going to give you a Chesto Berry. No, we don't have any, like, sweepers, so... Barboach, though, can try to stall out with Rest. Good damage. That eats a healing item, I'm pretty sure. 8 again, excellent. Vigoroth is next. I'd like to use Shellder, but I just don't know if it can take him down. Let's use Lanturn. Alright, let's go to Mantine for the Lanturn. Okay, well, at least can't Belly Drum now. This is, yeah, he's gonna be tough. Oh, and he's paralyzed now, which means his facades are gonna do a ton of damage. Frack me. Do I have some revives in here? At least it's getting paralyzed, man. Okay. some damage on it with some bubble beams, I guess. The moment I switch it out, the moment it's gonna hit me. There it is. Alright. And he's still got a healing item, but I think we take it out with this spark. Oh, that was close. That could have been bad. Alright, who are we teaching Surf to? Lanturn and Cloister. Alright, we get rid of Withdraw for Surf. We can get rid of Water Gun for Surf. Alright. We also go get another Ice Beam here and Thunderbolt for Lanturn. Surf here, Aurora Beam here. Alright, I'd really like to end out this level with Barboach evolving. We're gonna see if we can do that. Nice. Alright, in we go. It's a pretty good magnitude. Nice. Alright, hopefully this Machoke will get us up to level 31. Good damage. Drops down to a 6. Is it enough? The last one was an 8. I hope so. Not quite. Yay! And see, there's Earthquake. Awesome. 5 learns earlier than we would have learned it with Whiscash. right, 93 HP, 62 attack, goes up to 130 HP, 82 attack. And then our other, like, 30 stats go up to 50s, so good boost across the board. What do we know about Whiscash? Well, Whiscash is a dark blue, chubby, catfish-like Pokemon with a yellow underbelly. It has a cavernous mouth with light blue lips that have short, thin whiskers going from the lower lips. Long yellow barbels grow from its cheeks, and there is a yellow marking on its forehead that resembles a W. The light blue dorsal fin has a pattern of 3 black spots arranged in a triangle, while its horizontal tail fin lacks spots. Its pectoral fins and belly fins match its main body color. Whiscash uses its caudal fin to cause earthquakes that can extend for over 3 miles by hitting the bottom of the swamp beds. Whiscash can predict when natural earthquakes will occur. It also uses these massive earthquakes to drive away any foes that come near it, going on rampages in the process. This behavior, along with sightings of Whiscashes leaping from lakes, have caused people to mistake it for starting earthquakes. It lives in nests at the bottom of ponds and swamps and is territorial over them. Whiscash tends to wait silently for prey to come to it. This gluttonous fish Pokemon will eat anything that is alive, sometimes whole, as was shown in Pokemon the series Ruby and Sapphire episode Whiscash and Ash, to eat inanimate objects as well. Whiscash also has a diet of consuming mud. Whiscash has poor eyesight, so it uses its whiskers to detect prey's vibrations. And our Gen 3 Pokedex information for Whiscash. Ruby says Whiscash is extremely territorial. Just one of these Pokemon will claim a large pond as its exclusive territory. If a foe approaches, it thrashes about and triggers a massive earthquake. Sapphire says if Whiscash goes on a wild rampage, it sets off quake-like tremor with a radius of over 3 miles. This Pokemon has the ability to predict real earthquakes. Emerald says mysteriously it can foretell earthquakes. In the daytime, it sleeps in mud at the bottom of a pond. When it awakens, it continually feeds throughout the night. And Fire Red and Leaf Green says it makes its nest at the bottom of swamps. It will eat anything. If it is alive, Whiscash will eat it. And that is our information on Whiscash. And we are almost done with this episode. Let's swap Shellder up here. Get this. We have one last fight. We should be fine with headbutts and focus punches because we have so much defense. Good damage. We take it down before Leech Seed does anything. It didn't use Mega Drain, so that's what we were really worried about. Alright. We get the Smoke Ball, and that ends this Trick House. And this is where we'll end our episode for this morning. We will do a second episode. I just have a meeting in between, so we'll be back around in about an hour with another episode. Until then, we'll see y'all next time.